pleased to be joined now by the man that his teammates call Little Dirty. Not his own nickname of choice, for sure, but happy to be back in Buffalo, and we're happy to have him back. The guy whose mouth moves almost as fast as his feet, it is one Isaiah McKenzie joining us on the show. Isaiah, first, congrats. And second, we're glad to see you back for the 2021 season. Who was the first teammate that hit you up on your phone when the news came out?
The first teammate.
I mean, I'm sure your phone was blowing up, but do you remember who got in first?
I want to say Gabe Davis.
Okay.
I think
Very nice.
it was Gabe Davis.
And what did he say?
No, he was happy. He was crying. He had tears in his eyes.
Oh, he FaceTimed you.
Yeah, he FaceTimed me. He was crying. And I was like, oh man, you gonna make me cry. But yeah, it was Gabe.
All right.
Nice.
That's
That's
cool.
nice. Tell us a little bit about the conversation you had. How were you? You had some other teams interested. Obviously, the list came out. Chicago, Arizona, Cleveland, some others. You said you really wanted to come back to Buffalo, which is a recurring theme. We heard it from Milano, from Feliciano. We heard it from Darrell Williams. Levi Wallace said the same thing. What is it about this team and this culture, this town, whatever it is? Why has it been such a nice haven for players on the team?
Guys get along. All the guys get along. Everybody's familiar with each other. The organization. They look after their players. It's not a bad place to be. I don't know why people think it's a bad place to be. It's not a bad place to be at all. It's actually one of the best places to be. But a lot, like I said in my last interview, I was from the guys outside looking in. They would never understand, what we have going on here. But it's just a great place to be. You focus on football. You know what I'm saying? You have your teammates. They're like family. Organization. They look after you. I can't say enough. You have the best fan base. Obviously, it's obvious. I mean, why not? Why not be in Buffalo?
Yeah. I know you told the media that you said if we got paid in candy, you would still stay in Buffalo. I don't know if your agent wants you negotiating like that, but in any event, you have a defined role here in Brian Daboll's offense. I don't think there's any question about that. How much did that weigh into your thinking also? I mean, you like playing in Buffalo, but just the fact that you have a defined role here in a very prolific, very productive offense, I have to believe, played a factor too, right?
Yeah. Obviously everybody would enjoy. I would like a bigger role, of course. But I know what I'm here to do, and I know what they got me here to do, and that's whatever opportunity I get, I just got to take advantage of it, and I accept that, and I don't mind doing that because it's obviously helping the team win, and Buffalo has something special. And go ahead.
No, I was just saying, one of the things that's fun to watch is how many different ways they use you. You threw for a touchdown, you caught touchdowns, you had a punt return for a touchdown. Have you gotten any inkling that role is going to be changed at all or enhanced, or is it going to be a little different than last year?
Yeah, Andre Roberts isn't here anymore.
I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. I just come in and do my job. I can't really say much because I have no idea myself.
Okay.
But I mean, if my role does expand and I do get more opportunities, I just got to take advantage of them. And then if hoping to be a returner, and if I'm the returner, I'm just going to take advantage in the return game. So I'm pretty sure, if I can get a bigger role, I'm going to just have to do what I got to do.
And then, Isaiah, I know you spent some time. Your former teammate in Denver is now your teammate again in Emmanuel Sanders. You spent some time with him up there. I'm curious first whether or not he reached out to you when he was considering Buffalo. And then number two, what do you remember most about the kind of player that the Bills are getting, just so fans can get a feel for the kind of player he is that will be joining the roster?
I actually talked to him I talked to Emmanuel Sanders probably, I think the second round of the playoffs or before the AFC Championship. It was one of those days. We just spoke briefly about, how Buffalo was and things like that. I don't know if that has any correlation with what happens, this off season. But we just spoke and things like that. But other than that, no, I haven't spoken to him, after that. But I plan on speaking to him eventually. Other than that, in Denver, great player. Obviously he was on the Super Bowl team, won a Super Bowl. He runs great routes. He's fast. He can catch the ball. Like he put it all on tape. He's a little, he's a little bit older than I am, so he's been in the league for a while, and I just want to see him and Bees work together because they played together in college. So I'm looking forward to that.
And we got a chance last year, week 17, when Brian Dable plugged you in. You did everything. I mean, you had 3 first-half touchdowns. You ran the ball. You were the number one option on the routes. Did you, after that game, did you go to Brian Dable and say, "Hey, what about it?" Right?
That's your chance to flex, Isaiah.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? Usually when that happens, no, I'm actually. We were in a meeting. We were in a meeting after the game. We were in a meeting. No, the day after the game, we were in a meeting. We were just going over the film, and I think I got a jet sweep. I got a jet sweep, and I got like 3 yards. And he goes, "Is this all you can get?" He said something, smart comment.
Yeah.
I also had 3 touchdowns. And he goes, and he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, right, because that's what you do. You're full of yourself." I'm like, "All right."
Right.
I was like, "You said I had 3 yards." I mean, he was like, "You can't." He's like, "You can't average more than 3 yards." I'm like, "I also had 3 touchdowns, so whatever." But it was a little joke here and there. But I mean, that was the only joke I got in right there. But that was about
Yeah.
it. I ain't
Yeah.
saying much about it.
Now, I know you said you really haven't been given much guidance on, how much of a role you could have as a return man, but you were a guy that was plugged in when Andre wasn't available. Just in
Hey,
terms, of your history on return work, Isaiah, can you just refresh our memory? You have more experience doing punt return than kick return, right? But I know you've done both, but you've done more punt return in your career. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. Is it like a 2-to-1 ratio? Like you've done that almost. I'm just kind of curious the level of reps you've gotten at one as opposed to the other. That's all.
Oh no, I've done punt return for I would say most of my life. Kick return is just, what I'm saying, I can do it. What I'm saying, I don't mind doing it. Like it's something. But I've done punt return, most of my career. I would say.
What do you feel like coming out of this last season where you guys got to the AFC Championship game? You come back, you see all these guys re-signing, yourself included. What was the vibe like at the end of the season as you started your off season, and now when you see all the signings and the way free agency has treated the Bills? What are your thoughts about going forward in this next season?
Um, Hey, the whole crew's back together. Like I said before, um, we have we let go of John Brown. He was a great player, but bringing in Emmanuel Sanders, like I said, he's a great player as well. You know what I'm saying? Not You can't take anything from either of them, but him coming in is just going to add more ice to the cake, and we got the whole crew back. Like I said before, so it should be a great season. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep on working. Obviously, it's just season not won today. It's won on Sundays and during the week during practice. So I'm pretty excited to see where the season goes, and let's see what we can do.
And then we know Brian Dable is all about changing things week to week, let alone
Yeah.
year to year. I mean, we saw how much the identity of this offense changed from 19 to 20. I'm fully expecting you guys are going to be throwing the ball a ton still. Don't get me wrong. But knowing how inventive he is and, knowing right now he's probably in the lab trying to think up stuff, how much does that make you as a player kind of look forward to what? I mean, he's like a mad scientist, man. How much does
Yeah.
that make you look forward to what he has in store for you guys this year?
Um, I'm excited. Dave, he comes up with these ideas, he comes up with these plays, and I'm very excited because he's always thinking, his mind's always going, and that's what I like about him. He tries to put guys in position to make plays, and he excels at it. And obviously Josh, he's out there throwing the ball, man, like a madman. He's excelling. He had a great season last year, but right now, Dayball's cooking, and I can't wait to see it. I also talked to him yesterday, so that was exciting.
Is he still giving you a crap about getting 3 yards on a sweep?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
He kind of like, he understands now.
He lightens up in the offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2019, the team was kind of all about their defense. You know, the defense was number 1 or 2 in the league in a lot of categories, and the offense was, with Josh, kind of developing. They got Beasley and Brown and yourself, and they were trying to find your way offensively, score more points. You only averaged like 19.5 points a game. So the identity of the team was kind of set on that defense that you'd lean on and try and score enough points to win. Then this last year in 2020, out of the blue, it turns almost on its head. It's all about Josh and you guys scoring 30 points a game. The defense is making enough plays to help you win. You go 13, you get better by 3 games in the win column. You go 13-3. So you look ahead now, do you expect the team to keep on keeping on where it was? I mean, is it going to be another offensive kind of team, or do you expect the defense to bounce back? How do you think this team's going to look in 2021?
I have no idea, but I know. I mean, we have everything we want. I'm saying we got an offense, we got a defense, we got a great special teams coordinator that's going to have special teams rolling. So I feel like we just need to come in. Like I said, come in, practice, and then go play the games. We shouldn't have no drop off. Everybody's familiar with each other. The coaches are familiar with players. Obviously, we got some new players here and there, but knowing Bean, he probably brought the right guys in to learn the system fast, and get caught up to speed. But like I said, the whole crew's back, so I don't want it to be any drop offs. I'm not gonna allow that. It starts with me. I can't speak on everybody else, but for me, I don't want to fall off. Andre Robertson's gone, and if I become the returner, I'm gonna step up and do what I got to do. Take it away from where Trey left, and at the receiver position, I'm gonna keep doing my part, help the team win. Other than that, I'm pretty sure everybody else is thinking the same thing.
All right, Isaiah. Well, listen, we thank you for giving us some time here. We appreciate it. Stay healthy. We look forward to seeing you back on the practice field when that time of the year rolls around. All right, be good and stay safe out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.